Hi guys, it's the day before Christmas Eve. I don't know why my phone's so dark. Hi guys, welcome back. So it's the day before Christmas Eve here in New England. It's about 32 degrees Fahrenheit, cold morning, and I got a few errands to do this morning. I do have a physical today, a checkup with my primary care doctor today, and a lot of people crossing the road in front of me. So I have that checkup today, so I'm gonna get a feel on what's going on for my blood pressure. He'll probably do some blood work, see how my cholesterol is doing, how all my, just whatever you get, when you do a physical, whatever blood work he needs. And yeah, so Lynn got into a little car accident yesterday. I'll let her tell you what happened. And so Lynn's spent the past 2 days in line, or 3 days in line at the Western Union, trying to get some money that I sent her because she can't get money out of her bank. She has plenty of her own money, but she can't get it because the Taliban branch is closed. We all know that. We already talked about that. And I'm a little disheartened about some of the comments about Lynn, that she didn't prepare, or she didn't do this, or she's that. And I don't know if you guys have your eyes closed or if you're blind, but did you see all of Bohol? Everybody is in line for money. Everybody is in line for water. You guys act like she's the only one who forgot to get enough money out for this storm. I mean, I don't get it. I just don't get it. How people can be so critical at a time when everybody's in trouble over there, including Lynn. They're all in trouble. Lynn prepared. She got all her bottled waters filled. She filled the gas tank up the truck. She got stocked up on her canned goods. But in Lynn's lifetime, no one's ever seen a storm like that. They don't have any experience, guys. The whole of Bohol is the same way. Not just Lynn. I mean, she got her supplies, maybe like a week or two's worth. Okay, but who would think that they would need 2-3 months worth of supplies? And what are you gonna do about that? You're gonna stock up? We don't eat canned goods. We eat fresh food. So for her to get a couple of weeks worth of canned goods, that's a big deal. Which she did. She did her job. She trimmed the trees. She put away all the plants. And it's like somehow she's being bashed because her house didn't fall apart. I don't understand it. I really don't. Lynn hasn't complained, not once. All she's doing is showing you what happened to our property. That's it. But I don't know, guys. If you look around the Bohol, everyone, all the Boholanos, they're all in the same boat. And to pick Lynn out of a crowd and say, oh, it's her own fault, she didn't plan, she didn't do this, that's not right. It's not right at all. If you look at all the videos that are out there, do you see the gas lines? So are you going to be mad at every Boholano because they didn't get gas for their car or truck before the storm? Or they didn't buy enough food? Because nobody planned for 6 months of no power? So I don't know. Everyone has to be a little bit nicer, because everybody is in the same boat, including Lynn. And she invited a lot of people from the neighborhood to stay with her, but nobody wanted to. So I can't, I can't force people to stay in the house, right? I mean, what are you gonna do? So it's a lot of traffic. I didn't sleep much last night. I haven't slept much since the storm. Hopefully my blood pressure is not too high because I haven't really been sleeping that well. But I gotta get to my doctor in a few minutes. Tonight, I'll be opening up, shucking a whole bushel of clams, cohogs. We prepare them tonight. We make the stuffing. We put the stuffing on them. Then we put them back in the fridge. And then we bake them tomorrow for Christmas Eve. Tomorrow morning, I'll run to a friend of mine who owns a big lobster company in the city. We'll grab some nice lobsters, some stuffed squid. So I've been on my keto diet now for 2 weeks. I don't know if you can notice, the sunlight is not really good right now. But I noticed a big difference. And it's only 2 weeks. I think after 3 months, I'm gonna hit my goal weight, which means I'll have to buy all new clothes. And all my skinny clothes are in the Philippines. I brought them all there. I got no clothes at my house. And I didn't bring a suitcase back with me because I didn't want to carry it, with the baby. And I'm glad I didn't. So what else is new? Lynn got into a fender bender. Well, the driver did. Leaving the mall yesterday. I'm just glad I wasn't driving. Not a big deal. They got just the bumper. I mean, she was able to drive home and everything, so it's not that bad. So you just got to get the bumper fixed. The front bumper. It's a little scratched and dented, but it's hanging off a little bit. So I'm hoping they can just put it back on and we'll buff out the scratches or the dent. It's all plastic. So my doctor's a great guy. I've been going to him for probably well over 20 years. And he's semi-retired now. So this might be my last appointment I ever get with him. I'm going to be a little sad about it. He's a good guy. He's a good friend. He's like a therapist. And he's only working, I think, 2 days a week now. By the time I see him again, he'll probably be fully retired. My gastroenterologist, he's retired. I got to find a new gastro doctor. Oh boy. So getting old, it's not fun. So let's pray. Let's hope things get better in Bohol. But I mean, I kind of saw this coming, but I just didn't want to believe it. Haven't been through 3 hurricanes. One in Key West, Florida. I was in a hurricane in Key West, Florida, which very similar to what's going on now in Bohol, because Key West is an island, really cut off from the rest of the mainland. And U.S. Highway 1 over there in Key West was completely underwater during Hurricane George. I believe that was in '98. I was living there. I was fishing. Had my boat down there. I was working on getting my captain's license at the time, putting in my hours. And then the hurricane came and basically flattened the whole island. So we helped do the cleanup and stuff like that, but there were no jobs anymore because no tourists, the curfew, everything was closed. So we decided to pack up and go back to Boston. And that kind of ended that segment of my life in Key West, Florida. But yeah, honestly, I don't think any of the Boholanos prepared for this kind of devastation. I really don't. Because that's why you're seeing all the long lines at the gas station, the ATMs, there's no money. And yeah, everybody's in that same boat. I told Lynn, now that she has all her money, get organized, you know, stay low, keep a low profile, stay at home, work on the garden, you know, plant some vegetables so you'll have your own stuff. We don't really have a lot of chickens anymore because she ate most of them. Got a lot of guinea fowl, but I don't want to kill those. And the turkeys, I don't want to kill those either because they're all females. And I want to, you know, we want to, you kill all the females, you're not going to have any return on more turkeys. Hi, where am I going? I went the wrong way. You know? So yeah, she's got some chickens, but not a lot. She don't have that many left. She did kill a pig before the storm, but she's gonna use that to, because she has a lot of pork in the freezer, she's gonna use some of that, if not most of it, to feed, I think, some of the people who need it the most. Now that she's got the generator fixed, and by the way, you got to give Lynn so much credit. You know, you got to do it because she went and found this piece for the generator by herself. You know, obviously with the driver, but you know, she tracked it down, and there was no mechanic, so she put it in herself. This piece, she screwed it in, put it in, tightened it, got the wrench, figured out where to put it because she saw them doing it, and put it back in the generator. Now the generator is working great. So I think once she gets settled in, she just got home, get organized. I think she's gonna talk to the barangay and set up an extension cord outside the fence, so when the generator is running, because it's not gonna be running all day, but when the generator is running, people will be able to come by and charge their phones and stuff like that. So she's working on that. She's working on feeding some of the people that need it. She's gonna buy like a bunch of sacks of rice now that she has some money and try to pass out some rice. So she's gonna do what she can, even though she don't have much herself, you know. Don't forget, she's by herself, taking care of 2 kids during the middle of a storm, you know. So now I'm almost at the doctor's. I'll see you when I get there. Hi guys. So I just had a practitioner in with me. Had some blood taken. My weight is about 252. That's with my sneakers. Before I left the Philippines, I was 272. So I lost about 20 pounds in 2 weeks, and I'm still going down. So it's really good. My blood pressure, for me, it's good. It's 138/80, so that's pretty good. But it always goes up when I come in here. So if it was 138/80, it's probably more like 135/75. It's probably really where it's at. It always spikes a little bit when I come in his office. My heart starts to pound. I just hate doctors' offices. And they took blood, so I'll know what my cholesterol is and all my other stuff, my liver, my kidneys. They check all that stuff. And a PSA for my prostate, because I got to go back to the urologist December 30th to check on all the prostate stuff. Because that number's been running high for a few years, but she can't find anything wrong. So we'll see. Waiting for my doctor. He's coming in soon. And so that's the update. Hi guys. So I just got out of the doctor's appointment. Saw my doctor. He's such a great guy. I love that guy. We went over a lot of things. We went over last year's, or a year and a half ago when I was there. We went over all my lab results, and we went through them one by one. My cholesterol, excellent, good. My All my functions were great. The only little thing I have is I still have that elevated liver count for the fatty liver because, you know, I'm overweight and I eat too much. But I've had that for a while. And everything else was really good. Still working on my prostate stuff, you know, because I think maybe I might need to go for an MRI for that. If my number comes back up high again. We'll see. I don't know. But I had a good time. I had a good time talking to him. It's always great to see my primary care doctor. He's wonderful. He told me, he said, "You look so happy." He said, "You're like a changed person," he told me. He said, "I don't have anxiety. I don't have any more stomach issues like I used to have." He just said, "I'm calmer. I'm more happy." He goes, "I don't have the anxiety." What else did he say? I showed him a picture of my daughter. He's like, "Wow." And he just told me like how happy he is for me and how he just thinks how I changed my whole life at my age. He just, you know, really, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, you know, happy, but, you know, congratulating me for really doing it, for really, he said, he goes, "I really, you know, congratulate you for taking control of your life." And that's what he said, taking control of my life. So he was pretty happy about all that. So I took a whole new round of blood. I won't know that till who knows when, next year. I took a whole new round of blood. My weight, so here's the thing. So when I left the Philippines, my weight was way up there, 270 pounds. It's a lot, especially for me. And as of today, I'm 250 pounds. So in 2 weeks, I lost 20 pounds because 2 weeks is when I started my diet. I know I've been here longer than 2 weeks, but it's only 2 weeks ago that I started my actual diet. And so I've lost 20 pounds in 2 weeks. I'm going to keep doing that. My blood pressure, it's okay. For me, it's okay. For you guys, it might be high. But my blood pressure, I think, was 135/80. It always spikes up when I'm in there. So my guess is more like 130/75. Or maybe 125/75. And I guarantee you, if I didn't do this diet for 2 weeks, my blood pressure would have been 150/90. Because that's what it was in the Philippines. So I'm going to stick to it. I'm going to lose 2 days of dieting here because it's Christmas Eve tomorrow and Christmas Day. And then the day after Christmas, we usually have maybe like Chinese food or something. And then that's it. Back to the keto. So it will set me back a little bit. Hopefully not too much. I mean, I don't think I'll gain 20 pounds back in 2 days, 3 days. Probably like 5 pounds. But it'll probably be mostly water weight, hopefully. So we'll see. Back at the house.